I got to go to the funeral home at 2 o'clock to take my son's clothes and make sure the clothes match the casket. But at 12 o'clock, I'm going to go to the Salvation Army and I'm going to stand in line and serve the homeless. And I'm going to try to get through this without crying.
Okay. Okay.
Because God allowed me to stand in line. And when I started looking at the faces of the people that just came to get a hot dog, some chips, some sauerkraut, a slice of cake, and a cup of punch,
Right.
going through the same thing, and all the homeless people, you know what they were saying? Hey, Rick, sorry about your son, man. I'm praying for you. Hey, Rick, I lost my son too, and he's homeless. See, God, like I did all this stuff. I've been doing all this stuff for years and making sure kids got haircuts and backpacks and back to school and giving and giving and giving and just trying to be a servant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when all of this happened, still trying to find a way to serve and to continue praise, God was like, you know what? I got something for you. And how it happened, the way that it happened, and when it happened. And I found out about them the 1 year anniversary of Brandon's death, when I actually felt it.
Yes.
Remember when I told you?
Yes.
1 year later is when I felt that I didn't have no casket, no family, no flowers. I was sitting in Miami in an apartment by myself, grieving, feeling all of it, feeling every inch of it. And I got a phone call. And when I got that phone call, I looked up at the sky and the sun started to turn back into its original color.
Wow.
Now, I don't care about what people say or they think, oh, child, he knew. I care about that.
Yes.
Because those people don't have a heaven or hell to put me in.
Absolutely.
I serve a God that turned night into day and day into night. And God always knows I do right by my kids. I raise kids that's not mine. Ain't no way on this earth I would have identical twin daughters and walk away from it. Mind you, I'm friends with my ex. My twins been coming over here going to my grandkids' birthday party. I've been knowing them their whole life. We didn't know.
But that kind of feels like the divine hand of God, because if you think about it, he still allowed you to be in their lives. So you can't even have I missed out on this. I missed it, because they were always there. And then at the moment the Lord knew that you needed to know.
Yep. And then the crazy thing about it, I was mentoring their oldest sister, who's 17 years old, who's a junior in high school, because her dad was killed on a motorcycle. Now, why would I be in the life and taking the oldest child on vacations with me and my kids and doing all this stuff and sit here and ignore two kids that are actually mine? And I'm a cool dude. Like, I ain't no toxic dude. You know, I'm cool with my exes or whatever. You ought to see how my son's mother and I work together, and we in grandparent mode. We sharing. I'm sharing, the co-parenting that go on, the co-parenting that exists, the text messages between, me and, my kid's mom or whatever. The co-parenting is top tier, because everything starts with doing what's in the best interest
Of the child.
It's that simple. It ain't about either one of us. It's about doing making great decisions for the child or whatever. And it get tough sometimes, it get tense sometimes, but at the end of the day or whatever, we have to do what's in the best interest of the child. So man, God is just awesome. And I give God credit for that. And God did that. And when I tell you, I feel like that's what's keeping me alive, because it's some depressing days and some depressing nights.